Two Ukrainian pilots roar low across the treetops, their jets hugging the earth like shadows. Ahead lies a target so important that missing it could cost thousands of lives. But between them and their objective waits, one of the deadliest air defense networks in the world. Russian SAM batteries, radar traps, and fighters circling above. They know the odds. Most pilots never return from missions like this, and if they succeed, they'll cripple the hub controlling Russia's swarm of killer drones, the very machines that have been striking Ukrainian cities night after night. Every second of this mission is a gamble. One wrong move, one radar lock, and it's over. But these pilots aren't flying just to survive. They're flying to change the course of the war. And what happens next will leave even their enemies stunned. The target is hidden deep inside occupied territory, a heavily fortified hub coordinating Russia's drone fleet. From here, operators launch wave after wave of unmanned aircraft, hunting down Ukrainian power stations, fuel depots, and even civilian neighborhoods. Shutting it down could mean saving thousands of lives, but getting there is almost impossible. Russia has blanketed the area with advanced surface-to-air missile systems, electronic jammers, and fighter jets on constant patrol. Direct strike would be suicide. So the two Ukrainian pilots choose a different path. They skim the ground at breakneck speed, using hills, trees, and even abandoned villages to mask their radar signature. It's a brutal ride. One mistake and they'll slam into the earth. But flying low is their only hope to slip through the cracks of Russia's defenses. Every kilometer forward is a race against time. Because once Russian radar wakes up, there will be no hiding. Soon, the enemy does exactly that. Suddenly, a warning tone pierces the cockpit. Russian radar has locked on. Pilots know what that means. Missiles could already be on the way. Adrenaline surges as they drop even lower, skimming just meters above the ground. Their jets rattle violently, trees whip past at terrifying speed, and the earth feels close enough to touch. From the Russian side, confusion erupts. The blips on the radar keep vanishing, reappearing, then disappearing again. Flying that low makes the Ukrainians ghosts, slipping in and out of detection, impossible to pin down.
Ow.
But the Russians aren't guessing. A battery of S-300 surface-to-air missiles lights up, launching deadly streaks of fire into the sky. Each one races toward the Ukrainians at 3 times the speed of sound. The pilots split instantly, one banking left, the other right, forcing the missiles to choose. Countermeasures flare, streaking behind them like falling stars. The first missile detonates harmlessly in the clouds. The second slams into the ground far behind them. For a moment, it seems they've escaped. But Russian command has already scrambled fighters. And now the hunt is personal. The sky erupts with sonic thunder as 2 Russian Su-35s streak in from the east. These are on T, just ordinary interceptors. They race some of the most advanced fighters in Moscow's arsenal, armed to the teeth and hungry for a kill. The Ukrainian pilots don't hesitate. They know they're outgunned. But turning back isn't an option. Instead, they dive low again, pulling maneuvers that would crush an untrained pilot. At this altitude, the margin for error is razor thin. One slip and the ground will finish the job before the Russians do. The Su-35s close fast, their radars sweeping, missiles primed. Then a lock. A growling alarm fills the cockpit. One missile launches, slicing through the air at Mach 4. The lead Ukrainian pilot yanks his jet into a violent brake turn, its flares bursting behind him. The missile screams past, detonating harmlessly in the distance. His wingman seizes the moment, climbing sharply and letting loose a burst of cannon fire. Tracers tear across the sky, forcing the Russians to scatter. For a brief second, the battlefield flips. The hunters become the hunted. But the Ukrainians know they can linger. Every moment spent fighting is another chance for Russian ground defenses to zero in.